Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Alan Wake. We last left off. We started our second loop, I think. Or we did our first loop? Problem is, my game keeps crashing. Don't know why. But I'm going to try and see what happens, I suppose, this time around. If it's going to crash, I'm going to be sad. But we will see.
You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
And the game crashes. The game has been crashing at that scene every single time. I've tried like 3 or 4 times. I've tried what do you call it? I've tried checking game files. It's not working. Act 2 setback. Skip it, skip it, skip it. Just start
Again,
over.
He enters the world.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Okay. So this
I was
chick
muted
just
the
came
whole
up to
time
me
like an
and
idiot.
said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crabby day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this. Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man! Did you see her? Boom!
It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fact and fiction, imagination and reality, becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere convincingly as in Night Springs.
Okay, I don't know how long I've been muted for, but I hope it wasn't long. Genie Christmas, I cannot seem to stay. Probably after that note I muted, I didn't do it right. It's a good thing I could just cut that part out. Yeah, alright.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the Herald of Darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Okay, so I need to talk again. I forgot that Alan Wake hasn't actually escaped the dark place, and that there is a running theory that this is actually Alan writing a new story, trying to get out of the dark place using different stories. It's genius, honestly. Therefore, it could make anything canon. Right? Very, very interesting. That I didn't, just come to. It just came to my mind that it could be what's going on, or not just. I talked to Sky a bit. He's really into the Alan Wake series, and so that is why I bring it up. Also, there is a note somewhere here. Oh, it's on that side. It's on the fence post. I'm an idiot. Yoink! It's actually a reason to grab these now.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
And like, it's really funny now that, like, I was asking questions the last video I made, and then now we're going over everything, and now I'm talking about what I think is happening, and then everything that I just said is being reaffirmed by everything I'm finding. Great. Thanks, game. I appreciate it.
Perfectly safe.
All I had to do was wait for an explanation. That is all I had to do. All I needed to do. I need to get back into, like, Penumbra and Amnesia, dude. Really? Yoink.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Ow. Rude. You guys do, like, no damage. They literally just took it back here. That's all they did. Nice. More? I feel bad for those with arachnophobia, because honestly this is not bad in the slightest. Gone. Obliterated. I should probably move my face cam, but honestly, I don't care. It's kind of a vibe right now. Oh my god, how many of you guys are there? Oh, yeah, I'll insert a battery. Even though I really don't need to. What I really hope doesn't happen is I crash again. I'm talking to Emma. Emma scares me now. Maybe it was the save file. I don't really know. But I'm gonna look around for a little bit for more army scripts because more weapons for me to use. I like guns. Might as well, right? Ooh. I saw something on the minimap. Hey, there we are.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Rewriting reality. Also, I'm recording this when I know that later I work. Because, I want to get some more footage, man. I'm feeling like I'm running low on footage. Whoa, what's the... Something out here, guys? I gotta, like, pay attention to the mini-map here. The mini-map's probably, like, the best place for me to find all the good stuff. Which, of course, my face cam is ironically blocking. Oopsie. It's really just nothing out here. Like, full of nothingness. Right? Whole lot of not here. I think we're gonna loop one more time too, I bet. Like 100%. I might do a video on the arcade mode just because like that like I said, that was their original theory, was this game was just built for the arcade mode. Because like a arcade mechanic seems like it would be a fun concept for this type of game. And so they built it and then built the story. But there's actually the story being told here. It's amazing, honestly. I'm fully down for this. Let's go. I said I want to think there would be a page over here, but there's not. I don't know how much of this map I'm going to get to adventure past the objective, so I'm working with what I got. It's not a lot, but it's what I got. Hey, look at that page.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
It's also really funny that this game, it's the only game that I've had an issue where I muted myself and whoa. Oh, it's shift, isn't it? Yeah, it's shift to dodge. Back off, gentlemen. Things to do, people to see. Like playing Slender with the 8 pages over here. Well, I've got 23 pages now, and there's one locked behind a door over there, so... Not that much. There's a new over here. Actually, grab ammo. I'm going to get this checkpoint over here first. It's gonna pop up as a checkpoint. It's gonna heal me. And then I'm gonna go doctor. That way game doesn't bust.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps.
The guy who looks like me is behind this. It's honestly kind of interesting to note there's probably a reason as to why Alan doesn't I don't want to say feel anything or care. It's because he knows that they're written in stories. They're not... Back off. Get mag dumped. Oh wow. I'll get rid of him first, but it's not gonna let me. Drop them.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
The wheel is in place. The oil is flowing. The battery is attached. The lights are blinking. Is there a note over here? Not the manuscript when there on anything else. How did I miss this?
I'm trapped in the darkness. He has started appearing to me. Mr. He can travel back into the world effortlessly, and he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
I have to hunt him. Batteries attached, lights are blinking, boombox be booming. So it works. Oh, please don't tell me the audio is going to do this thing again. No copyrighted music this time. Fine by me. It's honestly really funny to me. Like, the first iteration of this is just like, this is epic music. And now we're going back through it like we know what's gonna happen. I guess it makes sense. Gotta be interesting somehow. Gotta pander to some people.
We'll be in trouble. Better hurry.
What do you think I'm doing? What? I thought I hit him. Reload.
Emma! I'm coming! This is not the bad thing! Nothing!
Tried to run at me. Hit him with the fastest shotgun on the world.
Keep your head down!
There we go. Got an achievement. Just have to train them into a certain area and I can finally hit them.
Okay, it's safe now.
Is it?
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
Stay here this time. Well, there's a manuscript page.
This wasn't supposed to happen again!
What? Weird.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life. And they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Well, is there anything? I know what room he's in. It's in this one, so like, should I check this other one out? Might as well. Flare gun ammo. Nice. That's what I wanted.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to
I don't know how long I'll stick around for this, but
I'd rather spend it with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw to boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, well, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like
okay, I'm gonna leave. That it's interesting, but like, it's not like it's like written in. It does not feel like an honest reaction to what's happening, like in the first game, which I feel like should have been. Which is what made the radio so good, was that people were being interviewed because like they shot up the radio station, like the FBI agent shot up the radio station, stuff like that.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same. Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
So is he just gonna...
Better find Dr. Meadows' car. That's where the camera should be.
Yeah, we're just gonna go after the... We're gonna go straight for it, huh? Okie dokie. Skip the... unneeded extra stuff. Owie. Back off, all of ya. Oh, it's a nader. Honestly, forgot you guys existed in this game. I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize. We need this guy gone. Just kill his own friendlies with that. It's on multiple manuscripts. I gotta grab them. What the world?
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake. The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Bing bong. Okay. There's another one somewhere. I see it on the minimap. It's close by, for some reason. Ooh, is that a weapons case I've never... A hunting rifle. Oh, what are you? What are you? That's new, I think. I don't know.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
There's multiple places like Cauldron Lake. I kind of wish it kind of like expanded on that. I bet there is probably some sort of like lore or something that does expand on it. Also, this was not where her car was last, I thought. Obviously the page first. Every time the page first.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
What the? What's that? You already need this. I found 3 manuscript pages at the gate. Let's go. All the bird people. Interesting. What a shot. Landed a double kill. Crazy. Just built different. I tell you what. I'm actually quite happy I'm getting around to recording some more content. That way I don't... Because the other day I was off work, I recorded a bunch of random stuff, and I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to upload. I will keep a bit of it as like an emergency kind of like supply, I suppose, but some of it probably should be released more recent than not, because of what it is, but we will see. Don't we have to turn on valves too? Isn't that something we have to do? Crazy. Hit him with the double whammy.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Alright. Slip over and grab a checkpoint real quick. Yoink. There more stuff over here? I believe this is a combat shotgun for 30, isn't it? 40. Shoot. But I'm at 30, though.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
I can't let them stop me. I'm at 30, though. Heck yeah. I bet she's gonna have me, like, go around and mess with the pipes again. Like, for sure. But I want to collect as much as I can get my hands on right now. The more I collect, the more guns I can use. It's been my motto, right? Something like that.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Crazy. I think the third area has an assault rifle I can gain access to, which is going to be great. And I think that is pretty much everywhere I can go here in this area. So now it is time to go do the telescopey thingy with my new rifle. Line up. Didn't line up. Should have. You would have avoided your fate. Yeah, get a checkpoint here. I don't know where my next checkpoint's gonna be, so gimme. It's on the other side of the wall.
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Oh, the ammo. The ammo's back there. Shoot. Whatever. No.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Wow.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Already? How kind of you.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, you should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
I'm not doing that. I do not want to listen to the dialogue. I'm good. I'm on the clock. You find another checkpoint first, and then I'll end the video. And move on to the next part. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided fully yet what I want to do. I'm thinking going into the next part, but... I don't think the game's gonna give me a checkpoint, honestly. It's like I never find any other secondary weapons. It's crazy. I want them, though. There's another page over here I missed. Hold on, gentlemen. Did he kill himself by accident? Is that what that guy did? That bomber? No, he's right here. Down he goes. That's all it took.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Interesting.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Oh, you secured the coolant tanks at the observatory.
Right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Really making this difficult, huh? And my cars. Take it away. Oh, it does not care.
Didn't like that.
Dead already?
Whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
How? Right over top of the generator. Ow. I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here. Oh, you're really gonna do this to me? I tried to dodge it. I don't like being at 1 health, you know? It kind of hurts a little bit. Just a tad bit. Drop them all. Please. How does this not account for as a checkpoint? What do you mean, dog?
It's working. Please, come up here.
Checkpoint reached. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to leave this episode off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to make this quick so that I can move on to the next one really quick. If you have a suggestion, let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!